Hello everybody, and Happy New Year! As you can plainly see, we've changed things up a little bit for this year. Being January 1st, beginning of a new year, that also means that we get to start over. We get to kind of rebrand ourselves. We get to change a few things. And I am a very big... strangely enough, I'm actually a big proponent of change. Which is kind of weird given some of my background and my hatred for change and hatred for things being different than they always were. But I want to take the time to kind of look back at some of the things that happened last year and some of the things that we're looking at changing in the year to come. So, let's see here. Starting off with last year. Last year was obviously a bit of a weird year for everybody. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it wasn't necessarily good. We did a lot of things. We started doing movie reviews. We kept on going with Geek Trivia and really kind of expanded on that. Some things we tried, some things didn't really work. Some things just kind of went by the wayside, like Barford's Gentlemanly Travels. I want to bring that back because that was a fun episode to do, but it took a lot of work. So that's something that's going to be used kind of sparingly. We are going to be bringing back Geek Corner reviews. We are going to be doing more than just like movie reviews. In fact, I've got an idea for what we're going to do in January. Now, it's not going to be a weekly thing. The reviews are probably going to be every other week. Geek Trivia is probably going to be every other week, and we're probably going to throw in once a month, we're going to have our 5-Count Friday. Because that actually takes a lot of research and a lot of planning to do. We are going to be bringing back the Nerding once things calm down. Outlander started a new job, and Christmas time... The holiday season was just an insane time for him at work, so that is going to be coming back, but that's going to be something that's we need to figure out when we can do that. Now, one of the things that I really want to work on and I really want to do is like more skits and sketches and stuff like that, and more stuff outside of the little home studio here. That's going to put me kind of outside of my comfort zone, but I think that's going to be a good thing for me, because, I mean, I have no problems. I mean, I could do, a lot of stuff here with just the virtual background, the virtual settings, the virtual office like this. By the way, hope you like the new look. But it's one of those things where it's like, I can do a lot of stuff here, but at the same time, that doesn't connect me with other people, that doesn't get other people involved, that really doesn't make use of everything that I have. I have an entire setup for doing things totally remote, totally away from any outlets. I've got 2 very powerful LED lights. I've got 2 shotgun mics. I've actually got 2 telescoping poles that go from 6 feet to 12 feet. I've got 2 25-foot mic cables. I've got the soundboard that can be battery operated and can have both mics, actually can have up to 5 XLR mics coming in. Yeah, I've got everything that I have. I have spent the past few years making it portable. So now it's time. I feel that this year is the year to really make use of that and really go out and do goofy sketches and go out and just do stuff outside and out in, like, I'm looking at doing things like at public parks or public events or public, a lot of public stuff out in, just the general public, and, having fun with it and kind of getting ourselves out there and with other people. because I don't think there's a whole lot of YouTubers in this area. I know of like one or two that really don't that really don't get out much. One of them actually apparently just had a child, so yeah, that's gonna prevent him from going out and doing anything. But I want to see this area really develop, and we have so much potential, we have so much talent here, and I think we can, and I want to really push for this to, for things to really become, for this idea to become a thing. And I think Ollamh Productions, because of what we have and because of the equipment that we have, we are in a unique position to, we have all the equipment and know how to do this stuff. So a lot of people will say, well, I would really like to do this, but I don't have a camera, I don't have sound, I don't have lights, I don't have all the stuff that you need in order to do this. And there is a lot. That's really what we're going to kind of focus on, is getting out of this home studio and out in the public. Now, the question comes is, what do you guys want to see? I mean, we started 2016 with 15 subscribers. We're now up to 46 at the end, starting 2017. So, I mean, there's a lot of new people, new subscribers. Viewership is really up. You guys are really digging the Dark Parable game right now, which I am more than happy to play. I love those games. But what do you guys want to see? What ideas would you like to see from us? What type of things do you want us to try out, to work on, to do? Leave a comment down below. Send us a message on Facebook. Send us a tweet. You don't have to respond here. I'm not doing the whole, try and get as many comments and likes and all that stuff. No. Yeah, that's YouTube algorithm these days. At least that's what it looks like and what they're really pushing for. But you know what? If you guys want to leave us a message on our Facebook page, link is down in the description below. If you want to leave us a tweet, link is down in the description below. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to really focus on in 2017 is our Patreon account. And I don't mean, we've had a Patreon account for a while, but we haven't really pushed it. We haven't been like, hey, go donate to our Patreon account. That'll help us out. Yes, sure, it would help us out, but it's not really necessary. I actually do a lot of video work outside of YouTube that helps pay, that basically helps buy all of this, helps pay for this, at least right now. Would I like to get to the point where YouTube is the main thing? Yes, of course. And Patreon could help with that, but I don't really need that Patreon right now. So what I want to do with that is really push the Patreon, say, hey, yes, by all means, we would love for you to support us on Patreon. But what I want to do is I want to take that money and I actually want to help my mother pay off her house. She has a line of credit on her house that her and my dad used, and right now it's gotten to the point where she is paying it back now. And after my father passed away, that kind of she kind of has a savings account that's both going towards her living expenses and paying off the house. And I want to help her out with that. And if I can entertain people on YouTube and to the point where people are willing to help support the channel on Patreon, I want to take that money and I want to put that, and I want to use that to do her, to help her pay off the house. Now, with that, there comes up the question of perks. There's supposed to be like perks that you can set up on Patreon. Like $2 you get this, $5 you get that, $10 you get that, and la-da-da-da-da. And I'm trying to figure out what to do as far as perks. I think once a month may be, hey, we're going to do a special live stream that's just for Patreon Patreon supporters of a certain level. I don't know what yet. Again, this is another question. What would you like to see as perks for Patreon? I don't want to do a GoFundMe because that's kind of a limited thing. This is on, the GoFundMe is kind of ongoing, and it's kind of, some people say, a GoFundMe, you could get larger donations. Like, yes, but at the same time, I have problems asking people for money, so it's like, hey, if you want to support me and you are enjoying what you're seeing, and that brings you around to supporting this cause and this idea, great. That's the way I want to do it. So that's about all I have for today. Look forward, you can look forward to more live stuff, more sketches, more comedy stuff like that. More geek trivia, more nerding, more Geek Corner reviews. Barfed's gonna come back heavy in 2017, I think. Not like blown up, but like up more of a presence. We're gonna bringing back all of your old favorites and working on new stuff with more people. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions.
If you wanna see
Cheerio!
you should meet me and my friends. Even though we got no money, we're sure as hell funny. Yeah, everything's better with them. We're just like